Hi guys, it's Jody. Today's video, I want to do something just a little bit different. I have an idea in my head, and I had a suggestion about, normally when I do transfer swipes, I'll do a swipe on it, and a swipe on my board. And they said, well, what happens if you do a bloom? So I'm like, yeah, what happens if I do a bloom? So we're going to find out today and see what happens. And I want to do a bigger canvas today and kind of leave some negative space. That's the idea in my head anyways. So let's go have some fun with this piece. All right, we are going to go over the colors, the cell activator, and then we are going to get started painting. So today I kind of got a Moody blue theme going on here. And my first color I've got, it's a Parage Posse. It's actually called Moody Blue Shimmer. And that's kind of what it looks like in the tin. And here's what it looks like. You can kind of see it's got a bit of a shimmer to it. It's a really nice dark blue. But this is my Dutch Boy Joe Sonia, or no, I'm sorry, this is my Valspar Varathane. Valspar Varathane pouring medium. All right, my next paint is another Parage Posse. This one is Silver Lake, and that's what it looks like in the can. And then this is what we have all mixed up. It kind of looks like it's a really pretty blue. It almost has a, I can't really describe it. I want to say almost a purpleness to it, but it is a blue. But this is also my Valspar Varathane. And then I have a Liquitex heavy body. I forgot I had these heavy bodies. This is Payne's Gray. And I mixed this. This is all Valspar Varathane, actually. I don't have any Dutch Boy Joe Sonia today. But this was more, usually Payne's Gray it dries with a blue tint. This does have a blue tint, but it looks like it leans more on the gray side, so I wanted to give this one a try. So that's what that one is. So we've only got 3 colors mixed with pouring medium today, and then I've got 2 cell activators. I've got my white, this is Atelier Interactive Titanium White mixed with Australian Floetrol at 4:1. And then the gold that I've been using, this is also Atelier Interactive Pale Gold mixed with PBO Studio Acrylics Precious Gold. That equals the 1 part paint, and then it's 4 parts of Australian Floetrol for this cell activator. All right, I thought I'd show you my pillow paint just because I'm not going to be on my bench. I'm actually going to be in the puppy pool for this piece since it's a bigger one. But this is my Glidden Premium in Satin that I have. I've got a full container of it. So this is what we're going to use, and I'll flood the canvas with. So now, let's go paint. All right, our canvas for today is going to be a 16 by 20 standard canvas. I'm doing it all in the puppy pool today because this is a little bit too big to be on my bench. I'm leaning over this thing. I may get paint on me, so. But what I want to do before I flood it, I wanted to do a transfer swipe, but specifically, normally when we do a transfer swipe, I'll have it on my board, and then, I'll put the colors down, and then I'll swipe it with my palette knife. But I've had a few people say, well, what happened if, on your board, you put all your colors down, but you do a bloom instead, and then you transfer the bloom over? And I thought, okay, that's a great idea. So that's what we're going to do today, but I want to try to keep it in the middle and kind of do some fun stuff in the middle. That way, when we spin it, it'll expand and we won't lose too much. So that's the idea for today. We all know how ideas work. So I'm going to go ahead and get this flooded, and I'll be right back. All right, I am going to go ahead. I've got just a little bit of pillow left. Should be enough for what we're doing here. Yep. Just enough. All right, so I think I'm going to lay down the Moody blue first. And I'm going to lay it down like I normally would do for a bloom, because that's what we're doing. On here, I'm going to blow it out. I'm probably not going to modify it, but I am put just a little bit more there. sorry, I had to turn my heat off. I'm in the process of moving my studio upstairs, so I won't have to worry about the heat kicking on anymore. All right, this is the Silver Lake. That should be good. And then we're going to finish it off with the Payne's Gray. All right. Center that a little bit more. All right, I'm going to put down, my head might be in the way when I blow it out. Put the white cell activator on first, excuse me. And then we're going to put the gold. All right. Excuse my head. I misplaced my straw. All right, we'll let that come in. Oh, that looks so pretty. These colors together. It's taking everything I have, not to do modifications, but you know, we're gonna scoop it up and put it on there, so it's gonna get kind of a little bit ruined anyways. And I have had a few people ask me what the point of the transfer swipe is. You're basically ruining it. And yeah, it's true, you are, but to me, the point to me is I really like the color blend and the movement, the way you lay it down. And sometimes you do get to save some of these cells. So to me, it's more about the composition, the color mix, the movement than keeping, the swipe or the blooms. So to me, that's the point of it. So I hope that explains it. Ooh, that's looking really, really nice. That's coming in really nice. So we're gonna bring this over to our flooded canvas and have some fun. All right, here's what that looks like. I'm just gonna take some. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do similar to a few videos back where I did kind of in the middle. I'm gonna do one swipe this way and then one this way. And then we're gonna kind of fill in, but kind of stay towards the middle. That's my goal here. I'm going to let the paint speak for itself. So here we go. Take some. I'm going to ruin this beautiful bloom, but hopefully we can keep some of these really cool cells in here. And I may do a swipe or two on the outskirts just to kind of tie things in. That's cool. Let me finish off this side with the rest of this. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, we still have some of the integrity of that bloom there. That is super, super neat. I almost don't want to touch it, but break that up just a little. I'm going to take my palette knife to this, and I've got just a little bit of things I need to touch up. I had a faint blue line I needed to fix. This one here too, kind of taking the back of my knife and kind of picking that paint up. I'm just kind of, I've got a little bit left on that board, so I'm just going to kind of bring it over with my palette knife. Just to create a little bit more movement. I'm really digging this. Like, I don't know that I want to do too much more. All right, let's give that a spin. I want to try and keep it in the center if I can. I know we're going to lose some on the sides here, but the middle is really what I want. Ugh. Look at this. This is so cool. Let's kind of go up a little. This way. Oh my gosh. This is better than I imagined. All right, this was a really good idea with the bloom. All right, actually, let me just go. Stay right there. Still got paint on there that needs moving around. I love, it's like naturally going down a little bit up here and up a little bit up here. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do too much to it. I mean, I am just loving it as is. We're just about there. I'm just going to give it one more spin. So I really don't want this to go off too much, but I want this to come up just a little. Oh, it's going to go off a little. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have a lot of movement. I think we're there, and I really don't want to touch this. This is kind of what I was thinking in my head, but I wasn't sure how I was gonna how I was going to attempt it, how it was going to actually come out, and I'm glad I just went really simple. Yep, I'm done. I do not want to touch it anymore. This is absolutely amazing. This is a super winner chicken dinner. I am going to get cleaned up, and I will bring you over for the flyover of this guy. All right. Ugh. This turned out so much better than I even imagined. I'm so excited for this. I'm going to bring you in. There are some really nice subtle shimmers in here. But I just love how the integrity of the webbing and some of the cells stayed. I am getting a little bit, if you can see right there, a little bit of flocculation, and that's because I probably should have stopped one spin back. It was being spread too thin, so, and that'll happen with any paint. But just all these little in here, just so cool. I think that's my favorite cluster right there. I just love the movement of this piece. I mean, it almost looks three-dimensional when you look at it as a whole, and I love how this is kind of blurred a little bit, and this almost looks like an x-ray cells in there, and I just love how that's going off too. But there is some really neat, subtle sparkles in there. I am so over the moon on this piece. All right, I cannot wait to see how this dries. So I will be back once it's dried to show you the results. All right, here it is, all dried. Ugh, it didn't move, it didn't do anything. It just stayed all in its gorgeousness and just dried like a dream. I'm so excited for this piece. I'm gonna bring you in and, you know, kind of show you everything. There are some really nice subtle shimmers, and I'm gonna try to pick it up and show you, you know, kind of at an angle. But I mean, just the movement in this piece, I'm dying over here. The colors I picked were just perfect, and I love that the white and the blue, or the white and the gold cell activator, and all, I mean, just the different type of webbing, and almost like the, I mean, this seriously looks like X-ray cells. Here and here, I mean, just in my favorite cluster right in here. Just so cool. I mean, the movement couldn't have been any better. Yeah. I've really got nothing else to say but that, because it is, I mean, this piece just speaks for itself. I'm going to pick it up and kind of show you at an angle. Here's kind of, you can see the shimmers from the different blues I use, and as well the gold is peeking through in there. I mean, just gorgeous. Really gorgeous piece. This is probably my favorite orientation of it, but let's move it around and see all sides. Here's going up and down that way. That looks really nice. And then here is it's flipped. I like that too. And here's another vertical. I actually like this vertical better than the other one. And then here's how I originally added. I think this is my favorite orientation, but I mean, there isn't a bad one. And I'd love to hear what your favorite orientation is on this piece. So I'm gonna flip you around and give you my final thoughts. That piece went better than I even imagined. I mean, normally when I'm doing transfer swipes, when I'm swiping, I tend to lose the cells a little bit, you know, and I tried really hard to keep some of the webbing, and it was almost like it was just meant to be. The paint has spoken. I am absolutely in love with this piece, and I totally want to try this bloom transfer swipe again, and I'm wondering how big I can go. I am moving my studio upstairs, so eventually I'll be able to accommodate even bigger pieces than what's in my puppy pool currently. I think I can do a 20 by 20, but I'm hoping to be able to go a lot bigger once I'm upstairs. So so I would really love to hear your thoughts in this piece, and what did you think of the bloom transfer swipe? Did you like it better than the swipe, you know, when I swipe it, or bloom it? So let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this piece. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.